The Department of Justice statistics are worse than I thought. You know, they show that I'm right more than I thought. Last time I looked it up on a different site, it said 17% were 2 or more. According to the DOJ, it's actually 38%, 37.9% really. You know, 37.9% of all stalking out of 3.4 million cases that was reported in 2000, you know, from the 2009 study, or 2009 report. You know, 37.9% of them were groups of people, 2 or more. 13% were 3 or more. So the statistics show us that yes, it shows 2 of the main things that stick out to me that just are slap in the face. Well, 3 things. One is that 82.8% of them are white. So white people disproportionately stalk people on record. White people tend to be the people in charge, and they disproportionately stalk people. Okay, about 10%. You know, instead of being about 72% or 73%, it's 82.8, about 83%, 10% higher. You know, than their percentage in society. So they disproportionately stalk people. Okay, but the 2 main things that stick out to me. One is that this puts it in perspective for the people doing this, for the government. They say, look, we have all these cases and close to nothing happens as a result. You know, it's a slap on the fucking wrist. You know. And 2, that everything that they're describing is pretty much what gang stalking victims are describing. Just screams that. There is nothing here. The facts and the valid sources vindicate the gang stalkers and pretty much destroy the reputations of psychiatrists. So one must carefully note that psychiatrists on record are liars. They are fucking whores. They whore themselves. They spiritually whore themselves. They politically whore themselves. They sell out on record. So it's fair to say that one should not trust what the average psychiatrist says. But one thing we know for certain is that one can almost certainly discount anything a psychiatrist says publicly or to mainstream media, and that is reported by mainstream media, okay? Almost certainly discount that. And you must completely discount it if it is in the favor of the elite and it is harmful to the average person, especially the political dissidents. At that point, 100% discount it. It is nonsense. Nonsense. So should we listen to the people who on record lie, cheat, who are disproportionately sex offenders when they have tons of money? You can't say, well, it's because they're poor and women don't like them. They have tons of money. They can get hookers anytime they want. They can go to the fucking club with a fucking platinum chain on and pick up a gold digger in 10 minutes flat or less. So what is the reasoning? What is the reason that they're disproportionately sex offenders, if not that they are sickos and control freaks? And another statistic is that control was one of the major reasons listed as to the cause of the stalking. Okay, on record. I don't want to find that right now because I don't want to make this clip too long. So I'm going to put it in the screen. But on record, a major reason for stalking is control. And over a third of stalking cases are group stalking. So think about it. Who, you know, if a control is a major reason, who are the people who are control freaks and who have a network, who specifically have a network of control freaks? You know, like police, mental health. Anyone who knows anything about mental health knows it's a bunch of control freaks who want it their way. You know, who are very emotional about, no, take your meds. No, you should take your medicine. You know, whether they fucking have proven you have a mental illness or not. Whether the medications are effective or not. They are extremely control freaks. You know, so the people in charge are control freaks. Law enforcement are control freaks. The military are control freaks. Gang members, this is my turf. You don't come here and sell weed. You don't come around. Are control freaks. Big business, control freaks. We're going to get these people to our store. We're going to increase profits this quarter. We're going to have a good quarterly report, good biannually report, a good annual report. So, how many of you think it's a coincidence that all the lists I have named, you know, as gang stalkers just happen to be control freaks? 38% of all gang stalking just happens to be group stalking. And one of the major reasons for gang stalking on record, Department of Justice, just happens to be control. How many of you think that's a coincidence? I mean, if you think that's a coincidence, man, I gotta tell you, is that what you people think is a coincidence is completely appalling, you know? But the next time you accuse somebody of something, I want you to ask, and you're wrong, I want you to ask yourself, what do you not think is a coincidence versus what you think is a coincidence? And why? I want you to ask yourself that, you know? I think it's absolutely disgusting, you know, absolutely disgusting that you would think that a person's behavior, you know, automatically means that they're guilty. But all the facts proving psychiatry of fraud beyond any doubt is a coincidence. You know, the person who's stressed out, you know, and symptoms of a mental disorder overlap with stress, you know, is not a coincidence. They must have a mental disorder. But the overwhelming facts showing that gang stalking exists are just a coincidence. The overwhelming facts that show psychiatry is a fraud because they sell out for money and to the people in power, you know, are just a coincidence. I mean, that is insane, people. That is insane. That is fucking crazy. You know, for you to actually believe that, that is fucking crazy. That is madness. What is more madness than that? What is more madness than the same government, the same media, the same people who report that there are 3.4 million cases of stalking and over 1 million cases a year are group stalking. On record, over 1 million cases a year are group stalking. And then they turn around and say because these people think that the government is doing it, they must be delusional. When on record, one of the major reasons is control. And who are the biggest control freaks of all? I mean, I will never get over that, you know, how stupid many of you are. I will never, ever get over that. How you think that means nothing at all. You know, control freaks, I don't know if you people just are, you know, are completely out of touch, but I'm gonna fill you in. I'm gonna, you know, put you up on some game here. Control freaks tend to seek positions of control in society. I know, that's crazy, right? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that control freaks seek to be police officers and military officers and so on and so forth? I know, that's crazy, right? I know. They want to be bosses. They don't want to be told what to do. They want to tell people what to do, and they'll go to great lengths to achieve that. I know, it's crazy. It's a fucking revelation. You know, it's shocking. But it's true, I assure you. Trained fighters or not, we all know that they would all struggle.